line of square sails. My father and many of my clansmen had answered the call of the nearby monastery 2 days ago, after the barbaric Northmen were spotted off their coast, too close to the monastery under my father's protection to ignore. As my father's heir and the most skilled warrior left behind, I was in charge of protecting his kingdom in his absence. And that meant protecting my sisters as well. The worry weighed heavily on me as I scanned the horizon again. It had been 7 years since the Northmen had landed on our shores, but there were frequent raids along the coast. The Northmen never stopped trying to invade the shores of our land. Thankfully, the only movement on the water today was the seagulls, crying stridently to one another and darting just below the water's crest. In the distance, bells from our small church rang out, signalling the end of lauds. Our mother would be among the faithful, and there were many prayers being offered today for the deliverance of both the monastery and our men who'd gone to defend it. Had I been welcome in the small chapel, I would have no doubt offended God by my fervent prayers that each and every Northman be shown no mercy and preferably be killed in as painful a way as possible. Devils.
"Do we have to return already?" Bran asked, her eyes on the looming castle. She knew as well as I that the end of lauds meant the return of our mother. I considered the weak morning sun. Our mother usually remained in the church for at least another half hour after lauds to help Father Brian. "We have a few more minutes. Deirdre, give a little tug on the reins. Don't let him get his head down," I said as her pony's nose kept inching closer to the sand. He was a placid beast, but he loved to roll, and I'd rather he didn't do it with my sister on his back. A flutter of feathers drew my attention to a rocky outcropping not far from where my sisters rode. I expected to see the white and grey of a gull, but a little jolt of surprise ran through me when I saw the fathomless black of a crow. I tried to relax my tense shoulders. It could be just a normal crow after all, just an everyday crow out searching for food like any other bird. It could be. But the hair risen on the back of my neck told me it wasn't. It cocked its head at me once before letting loose a harsh caw, caw, caw. The sound sprang memories free in my mind. A murder of crows so large it was like a blot against the grey of the sky. My clansmen dying, and my own sister. No, I wouldn't allow my mind to stray to such a place. Again I looked toward the sea, but the line of water stretching toward the horizon was unbroken. "Ciara!" Deirdre called, her tone sharp. I jerked my head up in time to see her pony sink to its front knees in preparation for a roll. I rushed to her side and grabbed the pony's reins. Ignoring me, the pony grunted as he continued to lower his considerable bulk to the sand. I held my hand out to Deirdre, an exasperated smile playing on my lips. "You'll have to jump down. He won't be dissuaded." She slid the short distance to the ground, and I pulled her out of the way. Free of his rider, the pony rolled nearly all the way onto his back, kicking his hooves into the air and snorting. "Stubborn thing." I shook my head. Beside me, Deirdre giggled. "Oh no," Rana groaned from somewhere nearby. I turned to see our mother scurrying down the winding path to the shore, the velvet of her skirts swishing angrily in her wake. "Ciara?" Maher called as soon as she was within hearing range, her voice as sharp as a blade. Her entire focus was on me. Her sleeves trailed nearly to the sands of the beach as she stopped before me, her long blonde hair in waves down her back. She reached out and pulled Deirdre to her. "Did you fall, child?" she asked, her hands cupping Deirdre's cheeks. "No, Maher," Deirdre said. "Ciara was only giving us a riding lesson," Branna said from the back of her pony. "Come down from there, Branna," our mother said, letting go of Deirdre. She gestured vehemently toward Bran, as though she was astride a great menacing wolf rather than a docile pony. Frustration evident in the set of her shoulders, Branna